Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So I'm going to cover the 6ix9ine court case that just happened today. A lot of you guys bring this up in the live stream about 6ix9ine getting released and it being it's like a super huge thing on the internet right now about 6ix9ine getting out of jail, and will he get out of jail? How much time is he going to do, if he's going to get any time? Because there's a lot of speculation that he won't get any time. But I got the answer for you guys right now in this video. So the 6ix9ine court case has just wrapped up. Well, court is adjourned, so it just wrapped up, and as far as we know right now, well, we do know that 6ix9ine is not getting out of jail. So this right here that I have pulled up on the screen right now is the transcripts from what happened when he was in court, what 6ix9ine said, and what the judge said. And there's more from other people that spoke in the court case, but we're gonna skip that. Um, there's yeah, we're gonna just skip that, and we're gonna head right into what 6ix9ine said and the judge. Okay, so it starts off with the judge thanking Mr. Lazaro, Mr. Hernandez. This is your time to talk. So the judge says now, right here in this one, that it is 6ix9ine's turn to talk. This happened 2 hours ago. And this is all reported by Inner City Press. He was inside the courtroom as this all was happening, and he was tweeting, tweet by tweet, what was going on in the courtroom. So if you guys want to stay up to date more with the 6ix9ine case, I would suggest following Inner City Press on Twitter. But okay, so let's start off with reading 6ix9ine's what 6ix9ine said to the court. Your Honor, I really don't know where to start. He pauses. This year, I can't describe it. I wrote something down. I know we haven't had a chance to speak. I denounced being 9 Trey before the arrest. I was aware that the mother of my child was having sexual relations with Kafano Jordan. That Kafano Jordan is shoddy. It was his manager at the time. Kafano Jordan is shoddy, which is 6ix9ine's manager. Via text messages, I was already kidnapped by Anthony Ellison, which is one of their friends. I forgot his street name, but yeah. So Anthony Ellison. The booking agents were stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars. I am not a victim. I put myself into this position from day one. I allowed them in. That was my decision. To the lady that came forward, Mrs. LL, I don't know you. I'm sorry for what happened. I know that throwing my money at a situation is not the best result, but whatever medical bills you want me to pay, I will. I'm sorry that happened to you. I was in 3rd grade the last time I saw my biological father. Effing glance I took, sorry. I wrote a letter, I read it, and here he says 6ix9ine's voice changes. I know there is no apology that can kill off the pain that we all have been affected by. I'm not perfect. I made a lot of bad choices, but that does not make me a bad person. By the way, this is what 6ix9ine is saying to the courtroom right before he is sentenced. If you told me in January of 2017 I'd be a global star, I'd tell you you're crazy. If in January 2018 you told me I'd be a part of a federal indictment, I'd tell you that you're crazy. Since the age of 14, when I lost my father at 15, 16, and 17, I'd like to see my mom wake up. I'd see my mom wake up early. I wanted to prove something to the world. I wanted to see me as an example. I wanted the world to see me as an example that you are in control of where you go. I used my platform to push the message. If I did it, why can't you? If I did it, why can't you? I gave people hope. Your Honor, a 5-year-old boy named Franklin was dying of cancer. He wanted to meet me. I asked myself why, but I went. Cancer has disabled the right side of his body. I told him how strong he was. All right, this was on Instagram with the time that 6ix9ine is referring to. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, but this is the time on Instagram where he had went to visit a kid that had a kid that had cancer. I think it was part of no, I don't think it was Make a Wish Foundation. I forgot what it was exactly, but yeah, or either that or he went on his own. But yeah, it was a kid that he had just met, and then like not too long ago, the kid ended up passing away. Um, but 6ix9ine went to go visit him. He gave him one of his rings or something like that, and He gave his parents like a lot of money and stuff. But let's continue on with what he says in court. I realized wait, sorry. I realized I was not just a kid with rainbow hair and 6'9" tats. Franklin told me I was hope. Then I met another girl named Tati. She broke out of her shell. It was September. The family was struggling. I took them school shopping for the year. Tati told me if I can be strong, they can be strong. When people see me, they don't see Takashi 6'9", the arrogant. I am a human. I got organs just like everyone in this room. They see Daniel Hernandez, not Takashi 6'9". Why would that be something you want to tell? Like, why would that be a thing to like mention? I have organs just like everyone else in this room. I don't know. That's not something I would say though. I failed these kids, the millions of kids, my own kids. I haven't spoke to the whole time incarcerated. It will be priority of mine to visit low-income families. I failed these people. See, right there, it would be a priority of mine to visit low-income families. I don't know. He's already trying to live life like if he's not a wanted man, but okay. We'll continue. I failed these people. They believed in Daniel Hernandez. I was too busy making negative image in my 6'9" persona. Oh, so he had Mr. 6'9" being a persona. I know God has a bigger plan for me. I want to inspire the youth that it will never, I guess, never be too late to change. If I can change for the better, so can they. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I live in Brooklyn, New York, too, by the way. So that's why this is very interesting to me. I lost my father to violence. I grew up with no guidance. It was me. I lived with it, so I know. Your Honor, allow me to inspire people, not only the young people here, but the millions around the world listening and watching. Now Hernandez's biological father raises his hand to speak. The judge, Engelmeyer, says, I'm sorry, it's too late. So his biological father was there, but I guess he hasn't spoken to him in a long time or something like that. But didn't he say he lost his father? I don't know. But let's just continue on with the court. So the judge right here says that his biological father cannot talk. It's already too late. Yes, Judge. Everybody will come back. Reach a long speech. Okay, so this guy from Inner City Press knows how this judge works. So he knows that he'll take like a 10-minute break, come back, pause, and then give a speech, and then sentence someone. All right, so let's continue until we. All right, so now the judge comes back. All right, so let's see what the judge says. All right, Mr. Hernandez. So now this is the judge that is going to sentence 6'9" to either his prison sentence or well, he's not getting out. We know that. We know that much right now. But so this is the judge that's going to sentence him right now. Is Judge Engelmeyer. Mr. Hernandez, I've given it a lot of thought, close thought, including your cooperation. The following are my thoughts, and this is going to take a while. You are in custody for 13 months. I agree you deserve a great deal of credit for your cooperation. However, I cannot agree with your counsel that time served is appropriate. In my judgment, your conduct is too violent and selfish to make 13 months reasonable. You will not be going free today. So this right here is when I first found out about an hour ago that 6'9" will not be getting released today. Even though through a lot of social media, through his girlfriend, and a couple of other people on social media was saying that he will be released today. But the judge had let him know an hour ago that he would not be released. So this was the breaking news. Once the judge has said that Tekashi 6'9" will not be going free today. Judge Engelmeyer said that 13 months is not enough. For the better part of the year, you are part of a violent gang, so that there is no misunderstanding. Here is a specific account of those acts. First came Trippie Redd. You decided to shoot at a member of Trippie Redd's entourage. I didn't even know that happened, but and I don't remember any of them mentioning it, Trippie Redd or 6'9". Jordan fired into the Sprinter van in the Times Square area, and it is a matter of sheer luck that that an innocent person or people was not wounded or killed. All right, that was shooting against Chief Keef. Wait, no. I know, it's a Sprinter van in Times Square. No, Chief Keef was walking, I think, in Times Square. So I guess there was 2 shootings in Times Square that happened because of 6'9" and Shoddy, his manager. So when you pleaded guilty, you admitting to attempting to commit murder. So Takashi admitted to attempting to commit murder on April 3rd, 2018, with the record label in Texas, Rap A Lot. That's when he had that huge beef in Texas with the other music group, Rap A Lot, when they were trying to tell him that he had to check in. He said he didn't want to check in. I don't know how closely you guys follow him on Instagram, um, but let's continue. You drove to the 40th Street and 8th Avenue. Kefano Jordan robbed the musicians at gunpoint. That's when they robbed the Rap A Lot dudes inside the building. One of the videos that was recorded, the one that 6ix9ine recorded from the car, that was that incident right there. You took the backpack and it was found in your home. As it happened, the musicians surrendered easily, but they not have. But they might not have. Later, outside of the restaurant, when people yelled F69, Jordan struck them with a firearm. Then at the Barclays Center, you and Casanova were beefing. Your song "Billy" was a response. The song was played at trial, half of it. You inflamed matters by posting a video mocking Casanova. Next was Chief Keef. He was in New York. You were in L.A. You offered 20,000 to shoot at Chief Keef outside the W Hotel. You later gave $10,000 when then you were in $10,000. Then you were in LA. A rival was live streaming in Smurf Village. Jordan offered to shoot. You said okay. Dang. So that week he must have been a busy dude. He's that day shooting at so many people in one day. In the incident in Smurf Village, a woman was shot in the foot. LL. That's the woman that was that 6ix9ine spoke about earlier about paying for her medical bills. LL, who we heard from today. Next was Snow Billy. Aaron Young shot him, and I sentenced Aaron Young to 20 years. Um, so that right there doesn't look good for 6ix9ine. Like hearing that in court, like I sentenced him to 20 years. So just imagine what you're gonna get. Like you know what I mean? Like for him shooting her, like and he's the one that set it up. Imagine what he's gonna get. But that must have 6ix9ine must have definitely like been sweating in court. The woman Sky whose backpack was stolen, and a video of who. Okay, so if you want to watch what happened there, I guess the video and stuff is here. I don't know. I'm not gonna click the link though. Apart from the number of vengefulness of these attacks, they're also that they were to benefit you. Before you, the gang didn't fight with rap entourages. They had no independent interest in going after other musicians and their management group. Sorry. You used the nine tray as a potent means of getting even with your rivals. You claim you foolishly I don't know what that is with members of the gang, but it's more than that. The attacks would not have happened without you. So he basically, the judge right there is saying that even though 6ix9ine is trying to put all the blame on the gang that the Nine Trey Bloods that he used to go with, even though 6ix9ine is trying to put the blame on them, the judge is telling him you can't put the blame on them because they had no interest in any of the things they were doing before you asked them to do it. So like saying to shoot, like the problems with Trippie Red getting shot at. The Bloods didn't really care about Trippie Red at that time because, well, well, at least the New York Bloods, the one that 6ix9ine was a part of, didn't really care because, well, they had no reason to. And they didn't have any reason to care about any rap entourages before 6ix9ine. And the reason why the judge is saying that, that basically it was meant to benefit you in your career. It was not to benefit the Nine Trey. So that right there does not fall under the RICO law for the Nine Trey. That, if anything, would be RICO for 6ix9ine because it benefits him and his financial endeavors. So that's why I'm guessing they didn't get hit with the RICO law, really. But they all got taken down because of the RICO law. Shadi said he carried an assault rifle to protect you from the beefs you started. He was recorded by Jorge Rivera saying this: "You didn't shoot, but you are responsible." And so I reject, and this is the judge saying this is 6ix9ine. You didn't shoot, but you are responsible. And so I reject the portrait of you as a passive participant, meaning like that 6ix9ine really didn't want nothing to do with it. The judge feel like that's just not the case. That 6ix9ine, did all this to further his career. You told the U.S. Probation Department you were brainwashed by the gang. That might be partially true, but the relationship was symbolic. They got something out of it, but so did you. The judge is telling 6ix9ine. Your first crime was use of a child in sexual performance. You said the same thing, that older acquaintances were having sexual intercourse with the underage girl. That excuse may have worked once, but it doesn't work twice. So the judge is letting him know, like, you're not getting over on me. This ain't about to be an easy ride for you, but we do understand that you helped us out to bring this whole gang down. To continue, you have not been charged with using the members of the gangs as extras. You used them to much effect in Gummo. It was your artistic license to do that. You are not being sentenced for that. So he's not getting in trouble for using any gang members in the music video for Gummo. Even though there was guns in the video and stuff like that, the judge is letting him know that it's basically his artistic license, that he's not going to charge him with that. I guess they never proved that if the guns were used or illegal or whatever. All right. Bruce Springsteen sang about murder. You essentially joined. Your choice to have 9 Trey was unnecessary. Sorry. Your choice to join 9 Trey was unnecessary. I see a lot of gangs like a 76 defendant Bronx case. They fell in at a young age. That excuse is not available for you. By the time you began with 9 Trey, you are a nationally famous rapper. You had a I can't say that word. Prosperous future. Your counsel says he joined to break out of poverty. I'm not buying that. You were set. So the judge is letting him know, like, you're telling me that you only joined the 9 Trey Bloods to further your career, and because you was trying to grow more, and you wanted it as street cred, for the rap industry, and you wanted this to further your career, but you already had all the money that you needed. You already had everything. All you had to do was just keep going. And the judge was like, you just, basically letting him know, you just wanted more, you got greedy, and you got caught for it. As a result of your musical career, you could have gotten the advice of security people and presumably lawyers and accountants. I have sentenced hundreds of defendants for gang activity. Your daughter had nothing to do with your decision. So 6ix9ine was trying to say that he did this to benefit his family, and that this is why he joined, and he needed the protection. The judge is not buying. He's like, nope, not happening. That's not how this happened. You joined because he wanted the street cred. He wanted to be down with the gang. So the judge was not buying any of that. But for your cooperation, you would get a very long sentence. But I'm guessing right here, he means wouldn't, because when we see further on into the tweets, you see more about what happened. By the way, if I have, I'm gonna just say it again. This is the testimony. This is the court transcripts, which means this was happening live in court. This was 52 minutes ago now, but this was happening live in court, and this was being covered by the Inner City Press on Twitter through their tweets. When you began cooperation in November of 2018, some incidents the government did not know about, but it knew about a lot. The April 3rd robbery, the 2 April 18th shootings. Dang, April 18th, he was a busy dude. Your driver had been cooperating for many months against you. The attack on Frenchie's van was captured on a security video. I therefore conclude that one way or another, the full range of your conduct would have come to light. So the judge is basically letting him know, whether you would have snitched or not, we would have known about it. So don't try to use that too much against us. But whether you would have told us or not, we would have found out, because the driver was an informant already for months. And the driver had the car rigged with with cameras and bugged for audio. So the cops were able to see and hear everything that the driver was doing with 6ix9ine and the gang, basically taking them anywhere or doing anything. The driver already had it all bugged and ready to be ready for the federal government. So your cooperation was courageous. The danger to you is multiplied by your music career, which I understand you intend to continue. The fact that you are unusually recognizable does not help you. So the judge let him know, like, man, all them tattoos on your face, you kind of screwed yourself. Everybody's gonna know who you are, which is true. You met with the government 26 times, reviewing social media messages and decoding them. Your cooperation enabled the government to take down a violent gang beyond the six, including you named in the initial indictment, which means that he was snitching on people that were just a part of the gang, like not even snitching on people that had anything to do with his initial indictment. It's crazy. He was just telling on everybody. You testified at the trial this fall. I saw you straining to make sure you were measuring your words right. You testified in harsh glare of nationwide publicity. There were two other cooperators, but you squarely implicated the two defendants. So the judge let him know, like, we appreciate you snitching, even though the whole world's looking at you and laughing at you right now. The jury's two not guilty verdicts on firearms charge did not implicate your testimony. If you have little doubt, if have little doubt if the jury were asked if a firearm had been brandished during your kidnapping, they would have said yes. And today you apologize. I have no doubt that the process of cooperation has been cathartic. But for all those reasons, you deserve a very substantial reduction, and you will receive you. Okay. I followed some of the commentary during the trial. I took much of it in good fun. I appreciated the memes, whether at your expense or mine. But I need to say, 9 Trey was violent, not to be glorified. Cooperation of criminal insiders is a necessary tool. Imagine the members of 9 Trey free today. There was a victim slashing. So this judge is basically saying he's seen the memes of 6ix9ine snitching, and all the memes like of the judge saying, like, those memes that said, Tekashi, you're gonna get 10 years, and he's like, did you ever hear about the guy that stole Burger King or what, whatever, just basically snitching on anything and everyone. I know you guys seen the meme that I'm talking about, but yeah. So the judge is even laughing that the judge seen these. So that's pretty crazy, and he admits that he laughed to it, like, and whether it was at 6ix9ine's expense or his. Any one of you could have been in Times Square or the Barclays Center or in the street with Kafano Jordan and Anthony Young. I guess Aaron Young from earlier. You are world famous for cooperating. No gang will want to work with you. Everything I've seen suggests to me that this has been a searing experience for you. You have squandered 13 months so far. So the judge is telling me, like, we know you've been in there for 13 months, and nobody ain't about to mess with you because you a snitch. I do not expect you to be tempted to commit violence again. If you do, I am the judge in your case and your economic self-interest. You have struck a lucrative deal. The situation is unusual. You are very fortunate. You will land on your feet. So the judge is basically letting him know here, like, if you mess up, I'm going to be your judge. I'm going to be the guy you have to answer to. And for your money, basically, like, it's in your best interest not to mess up. And we cut you a lucrative deal with, you snitching and, us eliminating a lot of jail time for you. Because there's people that are doing life. There's people doing 20. There's people doing 30 years in prison for this right now. And, 6ix9ine has only done 13 months so far. So the situation is unusual, and you are very fortunate you'll land on your feet. So that means him saying that you'll land on your feet basically is like, you'll be out, but you just got to, I'll be your judge. Don't mess up. So far, your story appears to prove that there is no such thing as bad publicity. And the end judgment is that 13 months is not enough. I've considered other 5K sentences in gang violence. 13 months is outside of the mainstream. I don't know what the hell 5K sentences means, but yeah, 13 months for what they're locked up for. That's, yeah. If he would have got released today, that would have been insane. If you expected to be released today, you will be disappointed. But you were wise to cooperate. Your cooperation will result in years more liberty. So he's like, you're going to be free for a lot more years than these other guys you put away. It's crazy. Ms. Hernandez, please rise. It is the judgment of the court that you are to serve a term of 24 months in prison with 5 years of supervised release. All right, so there you go, guys. It's official that he will serve 24 months in jail, well, in prison. Jail and prison are two different things, just in case you didn't know that. but in prison with 5 years of supervised release, which means he will be on probation when he gets out, or parole. No, he will be on parole for 5 years. So he's gonna do 2 years plus 5 years parole. But if he messes up while on parole, he goes back to jail. And to finish his jail sentence, which could be the maximum if the judge wants. It depends on what he got rearrested for. Mr. Hernandez, please rise. It is the judgment of the court that you, okay, well, to supervise released. All right, so that's when he officially got sentenced 35 minutes ago. And after 10 years of reporting, 2-hour notice. Okay, all right. So that's pretty much it. So 6ix9ine has been sentenced to 2 years in prison and 5 years on parole. So, I mean, my opinion is, I mean, I feel bad for the kid because you can tell just by looking at him, like, he's like, you know, he kind of just wanted to do it just so like, he could be famous and have street credibility when he raps. And I mean, it's very unfortunate. I mean, he had a very promising career when he was like, I mean, he completely took over the internet, like completely took it over. And like, you know, on Instagram, not Facebook. I mean, who uses Facebook anymore? But yeah, he completely took over the internet while he was free. And YouTube, in the music industry, like, I mean, he was everywhere. Everyone, you guys know this. He was everywhere. But, you know, he let the gang life, you know, he was putting hits on people. He was doing a lot of, like, a lot of stuff, you know, that, you know, if he wanted to get himself caught, if he wanted to go to jail, I mean, he was buying his one-way ticket by doing all that. You know, so, I mean, he doesn't look like a bad kid, but, I mean, then again, I mean, he did have people shot at, right? So, I mean, you just never know. I just think, and he's only getting 2 years and 5 months parole. So, I mean, 5 years parole, sorry. So that's not really bad at all, like, compared to what everyone else that he was affiliated with is getting arrested for. That's not bad at all. Like, he got, like, a real sweet deal. Like, only 2 months? I mean, 2 years? And he gets out and he has time served. So he already served 13 months, which means he will be out in 11 months. So that, I mean, he got it easy, like, compared to everyone else. And he's gonna be safe inside of jail. They're not gonna let anyone touch him. It's a federal case. He's not gonna be touched while in federal custody. And when he gets out, he's gonna be 5 years on parole. So which means that, you know, they're gonna be watching over him like a hawk. And plus, when he gets out, they're gonna know people want to kill him. Or at least harm him in some type of way, which I hope does not happen. But they know that people are out there and they want to do that to him. And the feds are gonna be watching him. They're not gonna just let this happen. They're gonna get another case. They're gonna arrest the person that tries it, and they're gonna make sure that he's gonna be okay, at least for a couple of years. You know, the feds won't never say that, but they'll be watching him still. They'll be making sure that he's not still, like, low-key part of the gang or low-key doing anything for the gang, sending them money or anything like that, which I don't think will happen, honestly. I think his ties with the gang are pretty much severed. Like, they're not going to take him back, you know what I mean? And I don't think he wants to go back, honestly. But, yeah, and do I think he will have a promising music career when he gets out? Yeah, I do. And, I mean, it's a new day and age. Things are different now. You know, it's 6ix9ine we're talking about. You know what I mean? He broke the internet. He basically has the internet on his side. And, you know, the internet is heartless. They don't care whether you snitched or not. You know, they don't care. You know, some people do, but the majority of the internet, I mean, it's the internet, guys. I mean, you know, you're on it right now. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching till the end. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. My thoughts on this, man, I just hope the kid does good when he gets out. I mean, I liked his music, and I just hope to hear more from him. He was very interesting. Bye, guys.